Hello there everybody, it's HeroicLegend here, and I'm back playing for you guys Dragon Quest. Now I know what you're thinking, Heroic. Doesn't Chiron seem different? You're right, he is different, look at them levels. Look at that. I grinded. I bet every one of you who watches the series thought, oh, Heroic just says he's gonna grind, he never does. BAM! I also should have probably informed you that we have not only changed myself, but we have also changed Sylvando. I am now a pure greatsword build. I'm just missing Unbridled Blade, and then boom! All them spicy digits. We also have Sylvando, who is now a sword showman. A showmanship with swords. I don't know, I felt like it fit him better, especially with the dual wielding and such. Hendrik is still the axe shield guy, but now he has more shield! See? He also has Blind Man's Biff, which I thought was cool. I'll show it to you guys at some point. Anyway, I'm moseying around my sounds of smack in the middle of a gang of red-eyed monsters. Oh, so these guys came to your rescue. So she's staying here now because it's safer. Oh, there's children here? Sure, I'm here to train. The best sorcery in history was trained here? Are there any books on it? I also saw the pun there, game. Don't think I didn't see it. Girl about town. Ah! Bah, I say! There's nothing in here except for pumpkins to smash. Well... Oh, what? Really? Oh, well, to be fair, I had actually spent some time, trying to get OBS to start working. Go to the disciples' creations of the High Hall. I wonder what's going on. Don't worry, my son. I forgive you because I am the Luminary. Luminary. Yeah, before that, let me go really quick double-equip re-equip myself. There we go. So I was fighting a lot of Jocules, and apparently they're demons. Who knew? You all probably did, because they had 4 arms and a frickin' red eye, and it looked much more like a demon, but...
I welcome you once again to Anguillar, honored Luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
Ain't you just adorable?
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
Okay, I'm beginning to think calling you kid was a bad idea. Because you might be one of those, I'm a child but I actually have the knowledge of a sage thing. Which means you've technically lived lives. Which makes you much older than me.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner?
Oh boy, more Hendrik surprise faces.
It is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth. Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang.
Ooh, I'm a bit late for my appointment then, aren't I?
Sadly, that was not to be.
I mean, to be fair, that was not my fault, so like, if I'm in trouble, you should pass the blame to the monsters?
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood.
I mean, I had a pretty sweet childhood. childhood friend who's obviously going to be the romantic interest, another childhood friend who's going to be fighting for that spot of romantic interest, and a mom, and that doggo. That's the best part right there.
What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
Hey, can we get his training on, like, right now? I'll start swinging at him. I've been swinging at him for the better half of the time we've spent together.
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
1 minute. There you go.
A noble sacrifice, indeed.
Way to bring it up, Hendrik.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
Am I gonna get my luminary powers back? Oh, dude, if I do, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna get my zap
It
back.
is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
Probably Sylvando hasn't peeped up yet. Oh, he's a chief instructor. Wait, is this gonna be an actual, like, training bit? Or am I going to, cutscene it up? Because, like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind a little bit of training gameplay, maybe some minigame stuff there, but, like... Oh! Who are you? Wait, herself? Oh. Interesting. Did not realize Grandmaster Pang was, That's been tough. I'm not just saying that either, because what I just found out, I'm like... Let me fall into this... No. No, I wonder how training under the Grandmaster would have been. I wonder if she would have been more of a grandma figure, or she would have been like the old lady from Rising of the Shield Hero.
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline, where students of Angri-La strive for enlightenment.
Why does it never seem to work on the princes who come through here?
Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history. And of the luminary of legend himself, Erdwin. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then.
Huh, Erdwin, huh? Something tells me his name is only that because it's 6 characters long. Which means he'd be Erdwi, if it was the old games. Wait, was it 6 characters long? No, I think it was even shorter than that.
The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization. But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his fate forever.
A sage.
Who was this person?
Another of Ai Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant.
Morkant?
Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends.
Obviously, it's a training arc. It's the training arc. They always become rivals and friends in training arcs.
When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed. Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Oh, real good job keeping it. Slap some putty on there and reshape that stone.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Have you heard Erdwin before either, Hendrik?
Now allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me.
Of course, Your Holiness. There's snow on the field. Well, let's just take a quick peeky here. We two sworn companions, Erdwin and Morkant, do hereby pledge to lay low the Dark One, though it costs our very lives. May this pact stand from now until eternity. What are you doing here? Welcome, Prince of Dungeon, to the field of discipline where your ancestors strove to be the mighty warriors and wise rulers. The High Lama awaits you. I'm gonna have to fight, aren't I? And you're gonna unlock my powers.
Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones.
Look pretty clean to me.
If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you.
I wonder if I would have been a snobby prince.
I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
Oh no, are they talking about the magazine? Grandpa, no!
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times.
Jesus!
The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
Well then, I wonder how Grandpa Rob's gonna feel once we meet up again and discover that once he discovers what we discovered about him.
A legendary achievement indeed.
Oh come on, Hendrik, I'm embarrassed enough here.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time. The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it.
Which means Jade's alive too. Okay.
Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honored if you would join us.
Are we gonna have a time skip after that, or what's up? What's happening?
We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
Can you reawaken my luminary powers, by the way? That'd be nice. Wait for it. There it is.
Awake at last, hmm? It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
Well, let's pick up a few disciples and throw them at the monsters. That's a smart thing, right? Right? Ah! 2 books! Can't believe I almost missed this. I don't care about the sutra. I don't care about Naughty Stick either. Ah! Magic water! It's mine! Wait, I have something here? On these? Eh. And then jump down. Doesn't work. Oh, at least this place is, Aw. This just becomes a place of rest and not even worry. Oh. Well, if this is another long cutscene, we might have to end the episode here.
And the Hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
Sounds like a hero's work.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed. This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
I'm very curious who this hermit is.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
Don't worry, dude. Just shave your head. You'll be fine.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
Please, High Llama, I am the Luminary. I do this stuff for giggles.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need.
Hey, there's Hendrik talking too.
These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Oh, I get to pick? Of course I agree.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you.
Ooh.
We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
Well, this sounds like as good a place as any to stop for now. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, do much appreciated if you do. Same if you just watched. And to that video, I want to say, laters.